Today, we're diving into the roller coaster story behind the Corporate Transparency Act and its beneficial ownership information reporting requirements. Whoa, hey. Now, in a twist of what seems to be straight out of a legal drama, the enforcement of these reporting rules has been put on hold yet again. Again. So, if you're a small business owner, corporate officer, or simply curious about high stakes legal battles, you want to hear what I'm about to talk to you about. It's going to give you clarity on everything that's taken place. Now, first of all, I'm going to give you some background. The CTA was designed to combat money laundering and other illicit financial activities. It requires many businesses, especially smaller entities, to file the beneficial ownership information, or the BOI, with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, better known as FinCEN. This generally applies to individuals who own at least 25% of a company or exercise substantial control over the company. Existing businesses were supposed to file these reports by January 1st, 2025, if they were formed before 2024. But then came the legal challenges. The CTA imposes undue privacy and administrative burdens on small businesses. In Texas, Judge Amos Mazant granted a preliminary injunction blocking FinCEN from enforcing the CTA's reporting requirements nationwide. That's where the first pause came into play at. But because the plaintiffs included the National Federation of Independent Businesses, the injunction applied to everyone affected by the CTA. And that's when the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals stepped in. In December of 2024, the Fifth Circuit initially granted a stay of the preliminary injunction. This means that businesses were still required to file their BOI reports once again while the case proceeded in court. However, just days later, the Fifth Circuit reversed itself and vacated that stay. Vacating the stay effectively put the original injunction back in place, meaning that FinCEN is again barred from enforcing the CTA's BOI reporting requirements. Now, during the back and forth, FinCEN extended the filing deadline to January 13, 2025 for businesses that were formed before January 1st, 2024. They also issued special deadlines for those that were created or registered after January 1st, 2024. Some of those new deadlines fall between December 3rd, 2024 and January 13th, 2025, depending on when the company was formed and when it received notice of registration. If you fall into those categories, check FinCEN's rules to confirm your own reporting deadline. Now, keep in mind that preliminary injunction could be lifted again, depending on how the Fifth Circuit rules in its expedited hearing. For now, though, businesses are not obligated to comply with the CTA's reporting requirements while the injunction remains in force. The plaintiffs in the case, including the National Small Business Association, have been explicitly noted by FinCEN as exempt from reporting until further notice. So what should businesses do right now? First, don't panic, just breathe. As of this very moment, enforcement is paused. However, it is wise to stay prepared. If the injunction is lifted again, you don't want to be scrambling at the last minute. Gather your beneficial ownership information and be ready to file it if necessary. What I would just say to do is just go ahead and fill the paperwork out. If you don't care so much about them being in your business, all right? I mean, just to be real with you, a lot of us, when we file our paperwork for our LLCs, when you're going to get your EIN number, you're already doing it online, and that's giving them all of your information anyway. So they have your information, right? Unless you're somebody that's practicing anonymity by setting up in Wyoming and you've got the registered agent and you did your EIN through mailing it in so you didn't have to give your social. Like if you've gone through all those lengths to practice anonymity, I understand why you specifically would not want to file the BOI with FinCEN. However, for the rest of y'all out there, if you went through every normal step to set your business up, you've used InkFile or you used Taylor Brands or one of these places, or you did it yourself, and you submitted your social security number in order to get an EIN number from the IRS, what are you doing? Most of you probably use your home address to even get the thing in the first place and use it as your business address. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and file the BOI. They already have your information. Like you're not hiding anything. I get it. Some people want to wait because it makes sense for them. Most of you, it doesn't make sense for you. So what I would say do is, if you're not one of those people that went through all the work to practice anonymity in the first place, and furthermore, if you don't even know what the word anonymity means, you probably need to go ahead and do the BOI paperwork. That way, if the injunction does get lifted, you don't have to worry about it because you've already done it. I've already recorded a video showing you step by step how to do it in less than 8 minutes. So it's really simple to do. Just watch my video. I'll put it in the description and just do the BOI paperwork. If you guys follow my channel, I'm going to keep you up to date with everything around the BOI, all things business, all things entrepreneurship, business credit, personal credit. I'm going to keep you up to date with all of it anyway. The CTA's BOI reporting requirements have been on a wild legal ride. One day they're in effect and the next day they're paused. All right. So just like I said a minute ago, just stick with me and I'm going to keep you updated with the final resolution still pending. Stay informed really is your best strategy, staying informed. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe, share with anyone who might need clarity on these developments, anything dealing with business credit, personal credit, credit repair, financial literacy. Tap in with your guy. All right. I appreciate you guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Woohoo! Let's go.